I got the ask for this in late March. At the time, I was like, aw, nice initiative, but also, shit, I barely have any space at my place. I've never needed my living space to be my everything. I trained, created, taught outside. At home, I have the max space of 2 yoga mats side by side. Parks were banned and it was winter. People looked at you crazy if you wore a mask. I'd go out late at night or sneak into a park when no one was around. I'd practice a form, I'd jump, try to do all the things I couldn't at home, like handstands, because if I do that at my place, my feet hit the ceiling. Now, things are different. Winter turned to summer, and a lot is happening. Questions. How is art helping you get through this difficult time? Which made me ask, is my art getting me through this difficult time? How am I getting through this difficult time? Am I getting through it? Well, I'm still here. And maybe I could just start with, how are you? I'm various states of okay. Okay and not okay. Hours and days start to blur. I can pay my rent, I got food to eat, I can breathe, so there's that much, and I'm lucky to have that much at this time. I think in some ways I'm falling apart. All the things that held me together are gone. Real dance classes, practicing kung fu with other beings, sitting in a matcha cafe. Mostly, though, I miss love. I miss touch. Everything stopped March 13th. I cherish the fleeting moments prior, hold on to them tightly as if that keeps them closer to me or stops them from fading. When no one is watching, I hold myself. Imagine someone else's hands pulling me close. But I'll live. Still look cute on Instagram. I'd like to say that I'm being productive, that I'm coming out of this, the other end of this with epiphanies and life changes. Sometimes I get things done, but some days I just fall into some sort of abyss. Some days I march, sign petitions, email, and plan work that uplifts my communities. Some days I'm active, while some days just pass me by. It's relative, though. I got my life. I know the difference between increased violence and being killed. Who's to blame for the virus? It's all batshit crazy. White people pushing over and sucker punching elderly Asian people. Like, could they at least pick on someone that can fight back? Someone like me. Yes, this pussy punches back. Is it surprising, though? No, it's not. Not when you grow up hearing things like, go back to China, you fucking chink. To the present art and dance world, that still isn't good for people of color, especially queer and trans ones, and even worse if you speak up about human rights. We have always known the difference between acceptance and tolerance, and that both these things are very conditional, even if you make it. The world stopped and slowed down for white folks, got more violent than usual for Asian and folks perceived as Asian, stayed just as fatally violent for Black and Indigenous people. There is no coming back from being killed. Thank the police for that. The pipelines are still underway on the West Coast, and they're trying to pass new laws for larger fines and longer jail times to protesters. P.S. Watch out for the new 4.5-kilometer pipeline coming to Toronto in 2021. Latinx people still in detention camps down south, while here, things are reopening. For the economy, not for the people's safety. Our numbers are not declining, and I get it. I miss my friends. I want a hug. I wonder if I'll ever kiss anyone ever again, but at what cost? P.S. Taiwan never shut down. They came together, upped their mask and healthcare game, and Hong Kong, who's losing its autonomy by the second, did it without the support of the government. Protest tactics used by the people to save themselves when the government doesn't give a shit about your life. And here we are, in this place we've never been before, where there's no going back to normal. What would you like to share with the people during this challenging time? There's a difference between a timely photo op, a declaration of allyship, and real work for change. And don't be fooled by Disney Prince getting down on one knee, or the guy handing out personal protective equipment that cut healthcare. Does that photo op defund the police? Does your declaration look through your own organization's histories of oppression? Were there people you threw under the bus for speaking up about human rights before this moment? Were there Black and Indigenous people you never hired, fired, or had to quit? Where is their apology? Where is their compensation? We can't do everything, but we can do something. Learn, march, email, call, donate. The money I make from this is being donated to blacklivesmatter.ca/donate. If you have the means, please consider donating.